Introducing the Breville Sous Chef, the all-in-one kitchen workhorse. The 5.5-inch super wide chute is about 3 times larger than standard food processors. The mini bowl sits inside the extra large 16-cup processing bowl. Whenever you use any of the discs, make sure the spindle is in the correct position. The adjustable slicer should always be in the storage position when not using it, and it'll conceal the blade. This is the first adjustable slicer to have the versatility of 24 thickness control settings. The 0 setting slices super fine at 0.33mm slices to a thick 8mm slice on 8. When you're slicing, check to make sure that the blade is at the 12 o'clock position, as you don't want it directly beneath the chute. The small chute is ideal for carrots or leeks when you don't need a pusher. The reversible shredding disc achieves both coarse and fine grating. For coarser shredding, to make things like coleslaw, the larger holes should be facing up. In seconds, you'll have perfectly grated cabbage. For finer shredding, flip the disc and have the smaller holes facing up. The julienne disc is great to cut carrots and zucchini for salads. For shorter matchstick sized vegetables, use the small feed chute and put them straight in. Use the French fry disc and you can fit a whole potato to make 5-inch French fries. Or for a new twist, try sweet potato. Be sure not to apply too much pressure and just let it grab the potato. The emulsifying disc is used to whip and aerate ingredients such as cream, egg whites, milkshakes and mayonnaise. The timer is handy to make recipes for the first time, and you can monitor the time it takes and then program it in for the next time. The micro-serrated S-blade chops raw and cooked food to puree, chop and mince. For many processing tasks, we recommend the pulse button so you can really control the size you want. For raw meat, chicken and fish, cut them into 1-inch cubes and then use the start pause button to mince them. The kneading blade is great for pastry and bread and can easily handle large batches of dough. The mini bowl is ideal for time-consuming prep chores like chopping garlic. To store, there's a retractable cord that neatly sits in the heavy-duty die-cast base, and you can lock the box and store it on its side. The Sous Chef, brought to you by the food thinkers of Breville.
Hi, I'm Renata for Hamilton Beach, and this is the Stack and Snap food processor. Assembling traditional food processors can be time-consuming and frustrating. The pieces have to be lined up just right, and the twisting and locking can be difficult, if not impossible. Sometimes it takes longer to assemble than it does to actually process the food. That's what makes the Stack and Snap food processor so handy. It assembles in seconds without twisting or locking. The bowl and lid are specially designed to stack only one way for foolproof assembly, and the simple clips lock the lid in place for safe operation. A simple function guide shows you which blade to use and which button to press. The big mouth feed tube reduces the need to cut up ingredients beforehand, which saves even more time. With a sealed bowl, powerful 450-watt motor, a dishwasher-safe blade, discs, bowl, and lid, this food processor is smartly designed with convenience in mind. You'll be all set to mix, chop, slice, and shred with ease with the Stack and Snap food processor from Hamilton Beach. Now that's good thinking.
Get precise slicing with the KitchenAid 9-cup food processor. With uniquely designed blades and optimized speeds, providing better results. The Exact Slice system slices from thin to thick with the simple turn of the adjustable disc, and shred from fine to medium with the reversible disc. The 3-in-1 wide-mouth feed tube handles food from small to large. Work uninterrupted with the convenience of 2 work bowls, so you can knead, shred, chop, slice, or puree with delicious results. Premium performance, exceptional results, legendary KitchenAid quality.
Oster, assembling your food processor attachment. Adding a food chopper or food processor attachment to your Oster blender expands your food prep capabilities. Here's the tips you need to assemble your food chopper or food processor accessory for optimal performance. The food chopper attachment is compatible with the Oster Classic Series blenders, and the food processor attachment is compatible with the Oster Pro Series blenders, which have the extra wide blade system. The food chopper or food processor adapter should only be sponge cleaned. Never immerse it into water or place it in the dishwasher. Your adapter needs to be attached to the food chopper or food processor bowl prior to use. To assemble the attachment onto your bowl, make sure the components are clean. Place the bowl onto the adapter so that the tabs on the bowl line up with the lock opening. Turn the adapter counterclockwise until it locks in place and will not turn any further. If your particular Oster Classic Series blender comes with or is compatible with the food chopper attachment, you can easily turn your blender base into a versatile kitchen tool. Once you have assembled the adapter onto the bowl, you need to carefully place the S-blade onto the center post, and then fill with the ingredients you wish to chop. Place the cover on the bowl by pressing down and turning counterclockwise until it locks in place. Place the food chopper attachment onto the blender base. Keep one hand on the top of the food chopper and turn the blender on using the medium speed on continuous or fast pulse settings. And that's it! You've just made it fresh with your food chopper attachment. The food processor attachment lets you transform your Pro Series blender into a kitchen tool that shreds, slices, and chops. Once you've assembled the adapter onto the bowl, you can choose to chop with the S-blade or use the disc for shredding or slicing. To use the S-blade for chopping, hold the S-blade very carefully by the center hub and place it over the post. Rotate to make sure it is seated onto the post as far as it will go. Fill with your ingredients and place the cover on the bowl by pressing down and turning counterclockwise until it locks in place. To use the slicing disc, place the bowl onto the adapter, but now also place the small adapter onto the center post. The disc has two sides, one for slicing and one for shredding. Choose the side suitable for your job and carefully place the disc over the post using the finger holes to position. Place the cover on the bowl by pressing down and turning counterclockwise until it locks in place. To place the food processor bowl in place, identify the tabs on the side of your food processor attachment and the corresponding tabs on the side of your Oster Pro Series blender. Line them up and seat your food processor attachment in place until you hear it click. Place the food to be processed in the chute and rest the food pusher in the chute. To process, turn the blender on using the medium speed. When done, turn the unit off and unplug. That's it. You just made it fresh with your food processor attachment. The food chopper or food processor attachments make your food prep fast and easy, so cooking up tasty meals and snacks is a breeze. See below for a link to an information sheet with details discussed in this video.
Hi, I'm Mary Rogers, Director of Marketing Communications for Cuisinart. Today I'm going to show you our 14-cup Custom 14 food processor. It's iconic in the industry, it's beautifully designed, it has a timeless shape, it has paddle controls, so you can pulse or you can run it on continuously and you can turn it off. It has a wide mouth feed tube. It also has a one-piece pusher, which is really easy to use. The lid goes on and off by twisting it and then locking it back in place. One of the really great things about this food processor that I like to show people is that when you look at how the blade mounts into the bowl, the blade comes right to the very edge of the bowl, which makes it really, really good at chopping everything from a fine small clove of garlic to herbs, all the way up to pureeing soups. It's fabulous. When you're not chopping and you want to make dough, you can basically put in your dough blade by lining up the markings on the top of the blade with the stem. And this is great when you're doing things like pizza dough and bread dough. It does a fabulous job of kneading the dough for you. The next thing I'm going to show you is our shredding disc. The shredding disc is really great. It has these what I call balances on them, so it's balanced almost like your tires, so that when it spins really fast inside the food processor, it stays very level so that you always get consistent shreds and slices. And the way to use this is you put your stem adapter onto the disc, push it down, and turn it to lock it into place. Then same thing when you're using your slicing disc. This happens to be a medium slicing disc. You push it down and turn it to lock it into place. Always hold these blades, these discs by the edges. And then you just match up the marking on the top with the stem and it goes right down into place. Put the lid back on, like I mentioned before, and you twist it to lock it into place. Then what you're going to do is remove your pusher, put in your pepper, because we're going to slice peppers. Then what we're going to do is when you first start using your food processor, sometimes when you're slicing and shredding, get yourself all set up and then use your pulse button. You'll get perfect slices every time. It's so quick and easy. It's unbelievable. And we're just going to put that there, and then I'm going to show you how beautiful these slices came out. And when you're slicing peppers like this, you could use them for a stir fry, or you can actually use them for a salad. Look how beautiful those came out, and they're really consistent. So next what I'm going to do is show you a little trick. When you do things like peppers first, and we're going to shred cheese next. Say you were doing this to top a pizza. Just wipe out your work bowl with a paper towel so you don't have to stop and wash, because all of your ingredients are going to go together. Then what we're going to do is remove the stem adapter, put it on the shredding disc, turn it over, match up the top icon with the stem again. We're going to put on our lid, lock it into place, remove the feed tube, put in the cheese, and you're not going to believe how great this does cheese. Quick and easy. It couldn't be faster. Some of the other things I want to mention about our food processor while I take the shredded cheese out, look how gorgeous that is. It couldn't be easier. A couple of other things I want to mention about our food processor is that all the removable parts are dishwasher safe. It also comes with a great how-to DVD, shows you all of the pieces and parts of your food processor. It also comes with a spatula that's designed specifically to use inside your work bowl. And you can't imagine how useful this appliance is. It takes up very little counter space. It takes up about the size of a piece of paper, an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, but it's unbelievably versatile. Enjoy your new food processor.